Hi, are your IRS tax problems frustrating you? Would you like to know the secrets to stopping an IRS nightmare but just don't know how? Are you frustrated of digging yourself in a deeper hole? Wasting time, money, and your sanity? If so, I'd like to introduce you to Anthony Parent, a tax attorney who has created a tax resolution solution that, when followed, will give you the ultimate blueprint for what could be life-saving. Seriously, life-saving tax relief. Now, Anthony is no ordinary tax attorney. Why? Because since founding the tax law firm of Parent in 2004, it's really bothered him that they've had to turn away the majority of the people, perhaps people just like you, who've contacted them. See, during thousands of consultations with people who are in trouble with the IRS, his firm saw, up close and personal, the absolute devastation tax problems could cause. And yet, their firm had to turn away thousands of people who desperately needed their help. Well, you could probably guess the reason why they couldn't help them. The loot, the dough, the money. Even though they wanted to hire Parent, there was simply no way they could afford to pay thousands of dollars in fees that the law firm must charge. The people they couldn't help, what would happen to them? One of the four things. They hired someone who didn't help them and maybe made their problem worse. They tried dealing with the IRS themselves and got nowhere. They're still mired in their IRS mess and facing the constant stress, humiliation, and worry that's caused when you have tax difficulties. Or, through some apparent miracle, the problem was solved, but now they're petrified that they'll face the nightmare of a tax problem again. Look, I've got to tell you something. Anthony and his dad went to law school to be good guys, so it really bugs them that not everyone who has an IRS debt problem can be helped, especially when they realized that they could. Not being able to help those who really needed it and deserved it, well, that was the largest source of heartbreak and frustration for the firm. Anthony knew it would be great to be able to help everyone, especially since the tax resolution system they created, when followed, sets up the best results every time, 100% of the time. So there's a huge amount of frustration on both sides, for people who can't be helped using traditional methods, and for Anthony, his dad, and their firm who couldn't help those people. Now, instead of complaining about his frustration, Anthony decided to do something about it. He already had a complete blueprint of the exact steps that his attorneys follow to solve any tax debt problem. Tax debts that range anywhere from $2 to $2 million. So he thought, wouldn't it be great to be able to share the exact steps that his clients had already paid $8,500, $15,000, $45,000, and yes, for really unique problems, huge problems, over $100,000 to solve on their behalf. And that's what he did. First, he filed their exclusive tax resolution business method with the U.S. Patent Office, just so no one could steal their ideas. And then he came up with a catchy name, IRS Medic Lifeline. Next, he produced an entire program so people, just like you, could have a roadmap to follow with key points towards success. I can tell you that when these steps are followed, you will completely maximize your chances for the absolute best results with the IRS. But if you miss any of the critical steps, then you are gambling with your life. Yes, your life. Because you know how important it is to get an IRS tax problem gone, completely out of your life. This is why it's called a lifeline. Now, maybe this is how you can end your frustration. I'd like to invite you to attend a completely free webinar about the IRS Medic Lifeline, and I hope the webinar will motivate and inspire you to take the action you need to get your IRS tax problem behind you forever. For the first 50 minutes of the webinar, there's no selling, just pure content. This will help you, even if you don't buy the program. And yes, at the end of the webinar, you can purchase the entire IRS Medic Lifeline system. But if you decide it's not for you, if you're at all concerned about an IRS problem, you can't possibly waste your time by attending. And here's a bonus. Stay to the end of the webinar and you'll receive Anthony's exclusive guide, How to Deal with an IRS Revenue Officer, and get them on your side. Oh yeah, this guide works because it's based on what works every day the IRS is open. So what do you think? Is this a great idea? Let's end each other's IRS frustrations. Simply click on the Register for the Webinar button and sign up to attend the special Lifeline webinar now. This could be the best 60 minutes you'll spend all year long. Click the register button and sign up now to learn about the powerful patent-pending tax resolution system, the IRS Medic Lifeline, and start the